So, over in St. Anne, the police have arrested and charged a 49-year-old barber in connection with a KIDNAPPING and SEXUAL assault that occurred in the parish between November the 6th and 7th. Willis James of NP St. Anne has been charged with RAPE, ABDUCTION, and SEXUAL assault, and ROBBERY with aggravation. Him a going well, man. According to reports, around 8 p.m. on November the 6th, a woman was walking along the main road in Mount Olive when James, driving a Toyota Fielder motor car, reportedly brandished a knife and ordered her into the vehicle. It is alleged that James confiscated the woman's phone and drove to a secluded area where he assaulted her. On the following day, November the 7th, James released the woman in Brownstone. The victim subsequently reported the incident to the police and prompted an immediate investigation. James was arrested during a pre-dawn operation in Brownstone and later charged. The police have confirmed that his court date is currently being finalized. Can you imagine at 49-year-old, this is what you're out in these streets doing? I think it's an age where you should be looked to be coming from prison if you're that bad enough to be going to prison. You're not supposed to be going to prison at them time there. It's just the level of decay that the country has gone into. It's just wild, wild west, and anarchy just let loose on the land. So back in Kingston, Dennis Baker, a 26-year-old man from Slipen Road, was sentenced to more than 30 years in prison on Wednesday after being found guilty of firearm-related charges in gun court. The High Court Judge Justice Kelly's Wilshire handed Barker the sentences following his conviction for possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. The charges stem from an incident on April 7, 2023, when Barker allegedly opened fire in the Anatown community. Police received reports about the shooting around 4:15 p.m. and were provided with a description of a suspect on a motorcycle. Barker was spotted by officers patrolling along Slipen Road. During the ensuing pursuit, he was accosted and a Glock pistol was recovered. Barker received 2 sentences of 16 years and 5 months, each for the firearm and ammunition charges. Justice Wilshire ordered the sentences to run concurrently, with Baker required to serve at least 15 years before being eligible for a parole. Authorities continue to urge citizens to report illegal firearms and suspicious activities to help reduce violent crimes in the area. The thing is, there are law came in that let you get a longer sentence for having guns and ammunition. And as far as how I see it, 90% of Jamaica might find themselves behind bars because the gun is so prevalent. Everybody who is any criminal at all has one. And just bear in mind how criminals fool Jamaica. But what is also crazy, no matter how high the sentences and having them in your possession, people are still being caught. It has not lessened the fact that people are willing to take the risk. So it makes you wonder if it's just the mindset and the culture of the people where they just don't really care, and no matter what the sentences are going to be, they're willing to risk it. We're in a sad state, honestly. So operations at the St. Catherine Parish Court and the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court were significantly disrupted on Thursday as security threats prompted the evacuation of both buildings. In Spanish Town, police and fire personnel responded to a security alert at the St. Catherine Parish Court, leading to the evacuation of the courthouse and nearby buildings, including the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation. Several roads in the vicinity were closed and traffic was diverted as a precautionary measure. Litigants and court staff expressed frustration at the disruption. Although it is not in our culture, you cannot ignore it. This is just crazy, one litigant remarked. This marks the third security-related disruption at the St. Catherine Parish Court since the start of the year, raising concerns about the frequency of these incidents. Simultaneously, operations at the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court were halted as the police bomb squad was dispatched to investigate a bomb threat. Court employees, visitors were swiftly evacuated. All know me not sure what happened. We just heard there was a bomb threat and everybody ran out, a court employee said. A senior attorney added, we were just kind of ushered out of the building. The evacuation caused significant delays to court proceedings at both locations, leaving many litigants and attorneys uncertain about rescheduled hearings. Authorities have not yet confirmed the source of validity of the threats at either locations. Investigations are ongoing while police is urging the public to remain vigilant and report suspicious activities. These incidents highlight growing concern among security of key public institutions and the need for robust measures to ensure the safety of employees and the public. I'm telling you, as I traveled through Maxfield Avenue today, there was so much crowd. All the courthouse, there was fire brigade service out, lots of police, and at first I thought maybe it was a fire, but only later to find out it was a bomb threat that was the cause of all this mayhem and traffic on Maxfield Avenue going into Arthur. So further on in Kingston, a group of defrauded individuals gathered at the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Wednesday, seeking justice and restitution from Rakes May, a security guard accused of posing as a police officer and scamming them out of money and goods. May is alleged to have operated an intricate scheme over several months, utilizing actual police stations as the backdrop for his fraudulent activities. Claiming to be a police officer, he reportedly convinced victims to hand over cash and goods under false pretense. During Wednesday's proceeding, prosecutors outlined the scope of the alleged fraud. One complainant was defrauded of $150,000, while others claimed losses of $65,000. With more victims coming forward, the total sum owed by May is expected to rise further. Despite the mounting claims, May appeared in court with just $70,000, far short of the amount needed to satisfy his victim. One complainant, accompanied by legal counsel, was adamant about recovering the full $65,000 owed to him. Judge Simon Walker McFarlane, faced with the logistic challenge of dividing the limited funds among multiple victims, proposed on-the-spot mediation to expedite the process. While one complainant received partial payment, most left the court disappointed, knowing they would have to wait longer for restitution. May, who faced significant legal and financial consequences, is set to return to court on December the 20th to continue addressing the claims against him. The case has drawn attention to the vulnerabilities exploited by con artists and the need for greater vigilance against such schemes. For the victim, it's a waiting game as they hope to recover the losses and see justice served. I bet their bottom dollar it is some abnormal, don't make sense money scheme, but Jamaicans are always willing to risk it, at the same time throwing away common sense. I don't know who can come tell me to give them a favor $10 towards anything that will give me back 3 times my $10. You have to go tell me how you do it. And you can't be a regular person, because if you can do it for somebody, you should be doing it for yourself, and it's supposed to show that it is beneficial to you. Because obviously, if it's not beneficial to you, where you can see you look progressive, obviously it don't make sense. Obviously, it's my money you're going to need to make you progressive, because if on your own you were being progressive. And the thing about it, when good things really happen to Jamaican people that is of real benefit, they are not very willing to share. So I don't know how they are going to come to you and tell you to put in X amount and you get that. Why they not put in their own? Sometimes, you know what? We don't ask the right questions. You understand? We just have a way of wanting to just be a wagonist. Everything, you just want to be in it to see what can go on, or when it don't make sense. I think some of you people, sometimes how foolish these schemes are, the courts need to charge you for being stupid as well. So, the Jamaican government has declared a state of emergency, SOE, in the St. Andrews South Police Division and section of St. Andrews Central on Wednesday, citing escalating violence that has overwhelmed law enforcement. The areas most affected including Waltham Park Road, Maxfield Avenue, and Waterhouse, which officials have described as hotspots for gang-related warfare. These locations have seen a sharp rise in violent incidents, posing significant risk to residents, commuters, and bystanders due to their roles as public thoroughfares. A government statement outlined the need for enhanced security measures under the SOE to dismantle criminal networks, stabilize the region. Under a state of public emergency, enhanced security measures will allow security officers to disrupt criminal networks, apprehend perpetrators, and create an environment conducive to sustainable peace. The government release state it emphasizes that these measures would adhere to constitutional safeguards to protect citizens' rights as well. The government also is committed to addressing the root cause of violence in these communities through ongoing social intervention programs aimed at resolving long-standing social and economical challenges. The areas covered on the SOE are defined by East, Red Hills section at Perkins Boulevard, Mullines Road, Red Hills Road, extending along Mullines Road to Agley Park Road, Eastwood Park Road, O'Mara Road, and Chisholm Avenue to Maxfield Avenue. South, Maxfield Avenue, East Avenue to the coastline near Petrojam, and along Kingston Container Terminals to the Portmore Causeway Bridge. West, from the Portmore Causeway Bridge along the Fresh River to the shared St. Andrew, St. Catherine border, Riverton, and Belvedere Road. North, Belvedere Road to Ferry Road, extending back to Red Hills at Perkins Boulevard. The SOE comes amid ongoing discussions about the effectiveness of such measures in curbing violent crimes across Jamaica. The move has sparked mixed reaction, with some praising the government's swift action and others calling for deeper, long-term solutions to gang violence and community strife. Law enforcement and military personnel are expected to be intensified, showing their presence in the designated areas to restore order and safeguard public safety. The thing is, while we would like to see more effective long-term measures in place to totally eradicate crime and violence in Jamaica, you have to give the government credit. Them have to do something. And while it may inconvenience law-abiding citizens, what else can you do? It's like the government hands are tied. They have to do something to achieve something. And anything is better than doing nothing, because crime and violence is let loose. And the thing about it, a lot of innocent bystanders have passed on, and many more will, because these criminals, they don't care if it's an old lady, the old man, the baby mother, the baby, the little toddlers, they do not care if you're innocent or not. Everybody is equally an opportunity victim to them. They do not care. Hence the reason we have to just try to be tolerant to the inconvenience and just safeguard ourselves and follow the law officials that are on the ground to make life easier. At the end of the day, if you're not a criminal or a lawbreaker, there is no problem for you. At the end of the day, guys, just be ensured to secure your own 3 points and just be very aware of your surroundings and be very aware of the people that are around you. Anyway, guys, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my platform, please. Love you all. Bye for now.